Alright, we are live for Title Tuesday. I just got the stream set up and we're live now, but we won round one. We just finished winning round one against CM from Spain. This was actually like a pretty high quality game. Round two will be starting probably pretty shortly. Let's keep that up, but we can have a look here. What happened in this game? I'll play through it. My opponent just played like a setup with like a coal system here. We went in with an 84. Before I got a chance to follow that up with f5 to cement my knight, they jumped in 85. Take knight c5. Okay, so this is already pretty nice. I mean, I got my queen to this square on h5, which I thought was pretty good. And they've had this bishop jammed in the whole game, right, by virtue of doing this really soft setup. I mean, I went for this f6. Bishop a6 here not really working because check is actually annoying. My knight can't do everything, and then it comes to b5. So, whoops. But anyway, I mean, we ended up just kind of outplaying him this game. I mean, I think it was pretty good here. f6, we got some nice little structure there. Okay, we swapped the queens, bishop a6, and then we got that bishop pair, because they had to defend that. So now they're just left with this really bad piece. We've got a nice mobile center, open file. So this game should be a little bit better for me. We just kind of outplayed him a little bit. I don't know, okay, not everything was so perfect here. f5 should have been played before rook g8. The order wasn't ideal. Oh, because they had this move f3 and hit an f6. So, okay, they played f4. I played h6 to get f5 without having to deal with g5. Eventually, I was able to open these files. I mean, my bishop pair should be pretty nice here. We picked up this pawn, and we won a piece. We won the game. All right, next game. We're playing a GM from... Is that flag? Belgium? Romania. Okay, you didn't know my a6 move. Always like surprising him, but okay, you didn't go into like the main stuff, and then c3, and then c5 and b5. Okay, but with e3, that's my second straight black and my second straight queen's pawn where they jammed in this bishop. Here, okay, I could go dc4 and b5. That is a very valid setup. I could also, but I want them to move at once before I do that. Let's just go with a different sort of setup. I like this other one. In knight d7, I think c5 might be playable, so we'll play b6. Is c5 playable? I don't know. What's up, Blake? Pankaj. So we're in here for Title Tuesday round 2. Alright, so they put their bishop there. We can come all the way to b4. No, we're just going to get kicked. Let's go here. So, okay, the a6 pawn being quite useful. Otherwise, knight b5 here would be brutal, hitting the bishop and also c7. That's a weird move. I don't know why you wouldn't come out just the normal way. It's a weird move. I mean, okay, so I don't have any pressure here. It's certainly not so common as I've seen it. Let's put our queen on e7. I don't want an 85. And my knight should come to e4, right? I mean, even though it's not quite the same. I don't want c5. I don't want takes and to open this and to open this. Alright. Second straight, very unambitious queen's pawn-ish opening in Title Tuesday. Let's get our rook there. The thing is, like, with their little setup here, it might be, like, hard for me to achieve my dreams. I think what they want, is it possible it's queen a1? I need to go with f5, though. Like, I need to... Let's just play this move. I don't know. Is that so crazy? It can't be that crazy. We got to do something. We got to do something. I don't know. F5, F4. Let's go for it. What do you got? What do you got? You got nothing in this position. Okay, what do you want? Knight e5, I think. Trade everything and then take c7, right? That's what I understand. So, do I need to stop that? It actually would be nice if I had rook f7 in this position. But I did it in a really weird order, so I don't have that option. Alright, do I need f6? Well, okay, minor setback. I mean, this is an idea as well. No, my position's great. Like, they can't do anything. At least I don't think so. Let's go here and let's make it happen. What do you got? Nothing. You got nothing. f5, yeah, because now, okay, but this is now even better. Yeah, go away, I'm gonna fork you. Now I want to come here, but I can do it whenever I feel like it, because you have no moves. I'll do it now. I mean, yeah, go. What do you got? Nothing. I'm just gonna run you over on the F and the E lines. And if you ignore that, I'm gonna play G4 and F3. I mean, you might just maybe just lose a pawn just to feel something. But I've got C7 protected. Lose a pawn just to feel something. No, but you lose a piece in that case, actually. Okay. Yeah. Just to feel something. My bishop was kind of important. Kind of important, actually. Bishop was kind of important. Somehow, wait, I feel like that was not ideal. No, it's okay. Everything's fine. But yeah, that was not ideal. Maybe I should have done it with H4. Okay, because now I gotta deal with stuff. I don't like dealing with stuff. Let's come here. Come on, come on. We got this. 19 seconds. It's plenty of time. But here and here. I mean, I still gotta watch out for you. Okay. Is this annoying? Okay, finally you do. This guy's helping. Finally he's helping. I want to hit that. Like, what did that do? The queen can come in, but nothing really. Rook. Oh, I forgot. Oh my goodness, why did I forget about that? Oh no.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I don't
2,
know what to play.
3, 2, 2, 3,
Keeping it a little tricky. Don't blunder that.
2, 1.
Ah, what? Damn. Damn. That was such a missed opportunity because my position was so good relative to his. What's up, everyone? That was kind of a missed opportunity. Alright, we're 1 out of 2 in Title Tuesday. Pop out the chat. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, we played this A6 line, played E3. I mean, we got like a nice position here because like this bishop was pretty jammed in, and we never gave them an opportunity to like play CD4 or to play DC5 like with this pawn to free this. So we got like another nice position here. G3 is an interesting setup because if you just develop normally, I was going to go knight e4, f5, and maybe have an easier time getting to h2. And so, I mean, it's just a very passive sort of setup for white, but solid. So here we play f6, so that there's no e5, trade everything with c7 hanging. I don't want to play c5 again because I don't want to free that guy. So 7, f5 here. Okay, this was a little rushed. Better was rook g7. Not much white can do, and then f4 is going to come next. I went here, and the problem is they just take it a bunch of times, and yeah, that's ugly, but also the dark square bishop was extremely important to guard c7. So now, it's actually just good for white in general. Generated a little something. f5 here was a great move. It's actually really smart, and it's by far the best move if they don't find it. It's actually, yeah, because my pieces are all doing well here after bishop c8. I'm threatening to dislodge that knight. Queen h4 can come, knight f4. So like a lot of pressure here. King will have no safe harbor on h1 from the g line, because check could get you. Other knights come in f5 and has all these nice fun squares. So without that knight, but f5 is actually a really good move, making use of this pin on the knight. And I actually just walked right into it. I took it and got forked here with that pin. Yeah, if I go king h8. Okay, anyway. Next game. Alright, we're playing a WIM from Iran. That is what I thought. I just don't want to be wrong. Okay, let's take that knight. I want this little setup, yeah? I mean, yeah, let's do that. Okay, wait, knight f3 is fine. Castle is fine. I mean, we want, like, this attack, right? Let's proceed. f5, queen h4. a5. I mean, I think a5, we just want e4. Or we could just ignore all that and just try to get him. I mean, the hyper-precise move might be knight to a4 here, so that we could play c4 next turn. That might be like the most ideal way to play it. Maybe, yeah, that really kind of stops what they're able to do. Like d5 becomes very difficult. So that might have been smart. I mean, there was nothing wrong with just like proceeding with stuff. Here's c4. That's my idea. So there's no bishop b5. Also like this is going to be annoying to defend. Knight here does a great job after the pawn comes to a5 because it's going to come to a4. Let's just kind of give him problems. I think we can just scoop up Mr. Pawn. Rook, in fact, needed to be there. Yeah, we just scooped up Mr. Pawn. Take it they wanted rook b4 last turn to provoke b3 and then some hit here. But yeah, very, very solid. Their problem is that they have doubled pawns, honestly, and then they can't get it rolling. So they do play rook b4. Alright, I mean, as much as I do love this bishop, it was going to be very important for the attack. I think I had to bid it farewell. Alright, let's just play this, which is a generally useful move. Do we want a3 right now? Honestly, I think I want e5 right now. Am I crazy? Shutting that down? Now this knight can, you know, start having a little look. Maybe e6. e6 not off the table at all. Queen takes e6, knight g5. Because f5, the attack wasn't going to work with the dark square bishop still there, because I have no piece that can eliminate it. Like, even if I get in this and this, I think just h6, honestly. And I'm just giving them the square. So they go there. I mean, I think my plan was e6, right? e6 takes... Should I play knight g5 or queen e6? Both are good. In fact, this queen on c7 is dramatically misplaced. Should be at least able to come to e8 to cover f7, because now after it takes and knight g5, we just pour right in. I mean, if nothing else, e7 will hang, rook f7, knight g5 wins the rook. So the knight is hit and just needs to move then without a capture on e6. Say here, or we trade. I can continue to press on that. Or maybe just trade. And then knight g5. So what do they do here? But then knight g5. Hard to say. Yeah, queen c7 was not the best, but honestly I was up a very solid exchange here and I had a really, really nice pawn structure. I think knight a4 was actually a very, very classy move by Mr. William, if I do say so myself. Well, we can just pick up an exchange, right? Takes. Ah, well they can do that, okay. But rook takes, I had knight g5. But okay, I'll go here anyway. I have the a6 ideas. Okay, bishop finally does something useful. I could play here f5. Well, pawn takes is probably not the end of the world for them, honestly. Okay. I mean, knight e6 without any prompting, but okay. I thought they'd have to prompt me, but it's fine. Let's just pressure e7. Okay, b3 should be fine. I mean, I have to do that with this. Just gotta watch out. But yeah, just some knight move and just some rook move, right? There was nothing there. That's exactly why we put our king on h1. Should I play f5 or g5? Let's go g5. Now we take this. What? What just happened? My queen was hanging? Oh no. What in the world? Do they even have a plan? Oh! What? What? This is the craziest game. Would you believe me if I told you that this is two titled players? Because you probably shouldn't. What? Okay, we actually played really, really well, I think, until I hung my queen, and then I just got very lucky that she also hung her queen. Okay, so that's actually really, really, really funny. Alright, well this is good stuff because we doubled the pawns. I mean, doubled pawns are not so important relative to hanging queens, but like, you know, in theory they should matter because this is all good stuff. Playing f5, queen h4, bishop h6, all that for my little Grand Prix attack. And with a5 here, trying to play like a4 to hit b2 and make sure there's no like easy b3. But knight a4 here, yeah, such a classy move. Knight a4. Now the knight can't really be hit and just kind of like eyes c5 forever, right? Typically you don't want to put it on the edge of the board, but here it can never be attacked. And like this pawn is just frozen here defending c5 in a really annoying way. And then with bishop a6, c4 just locks that down against c4. And no hits on b2, no c4, no d5. You got nothing on that whole part of the board. Also, this is going to be a problem. And like if they didn't blunder the pawn, they'd be really tied down to it for a long time. And then okay, I would proceed with my stuff. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen, but so instead they kind of hang this exchange. I was going to play king h1, useful move. e5 was a nice move, like, you know, further underscoring like the knight's usefulness here against this pawn. e6 made this even better. I think, like, honestly, everything to this point was completely correct. Defended that, right? I put my king on h1, so this is the moment, like, there's no, like, knight g4 hitting the rook, and bishop d4 check, and knight f2. So my king's on h1, out of the way of everything. Everything's all good. Everything's all good. And then I go here, and my queen is hanging. Because I look at this position, I'm like, look at the bishop there defending the pawn. I'm like, oh yeah, g4, g5. Bishop moves, and I take it. I go here. Okay, we just gotta back up. And then, okay, I take c6. We'll go here next. It's too funny. Oh my god, take. Okay, well, we really should lose. Like, we're down like a queen for a rook. Not great. But then I go here. And well, that was also forgotten about. So, I mean, it's actually quite funny. It's quite funny. Okay, well, then we're up a rook because I took the queen like whole. I took the queen whole, and then I just sacked the rook for the bishop. Yeah, that's gonna be a good short. Yeah, I hope so. Okay. All right, next game. All right, well, we got another GM. That is also an Iranian flag. Yes. Bushcast Gambit. Take it. Sometimes I forget that I've seen this a million times. But even if you're a GM and you've seen everything, it's your first time seeing it. Ah, boo. Take the pawn. Boo. Okay. What about now? Would you do it now? You're literally castled and have everything protected. No. Okay. Well, now it's just not even good. Just wanted to play a little boring normal chess game. That's fine. That's fine. Stop copying me. What I want to do... Oh, okay, they went here. I'm gonna go like here, here. I mean, if I play g5 right now, honestly, my bet is that that's the engine's wreck. I'm like taking like something, but I like this. It's kind of annoying. But this is fine. I mean, I could play it with bishop e6. What's the plan then? Rook takes e6. Queen e7's good. Oh, is this an option? Take, check, take. They could. They could. They get 2 pawns and a rook for the bishop and knight. Did not see that. In fact, I probably should have went just bishop e6 for that reason. Well, knight e5. Yeah, take. Yeah, they did it. I guess that's a smart inclusion. Then they take f6. Yeah, actually, is the problem. Okay, this may... oh, I thought that would dissuade, but it's not sufficient. They can just... Where is this supposed to go? I had to come back here, but then takes... That's surprising. I have bishop e6. 6 here, which is probably the best way out of this jam. Takes in... actually, no, it's not good. Just gonna be down 2 pawns. Yeah, not good. Not great. Those gems. Rook d5. Oh, wait, I had CD. Oh, the knight defending their queen. Nice. Yeah, wait, it did work. Rook d5. Yeah, because the bishop hits, the CD doesn't work. I mean, I can give the queen. I get a few things for it. But then this was smart. The knight defend. They didn't need the rook's defense. Okay. Let's have a look. Hey, well, I've been watching your videos for some months now and have gone from 900 rapid to 1310. Thank you so much for all the free help. If I ever can return the favor one day to you, I will. Heart. Aw, you just did. That's so sweet. Love to hear that. I love to hear that. I'm so glad I could help and that you enjoy it. Yeah, this guy was really good. Except he declined my Bushgas Gambit. So what happened here? This was fine. I mean, bishop e6, okay, I could play it instead, but apparently it was okay to allow this. I mean, he's played like literally every single best move. I needed to find queen c7. Why is that okay? Oh, because I can go takes, and then after losing the rook, I can scoop this up. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I thought I would lose in this position. I didn't see that. I could bishop e6. I mean, yeah, it's still maybe like... Yeah, I guess they've traded a lot of stuff, and so it's hard for them to attack. Then we got 2 bishops for a rook and a couple pawns. Engine likes black here. I mean, in the game I missed that. E5 was such a precise move. Really, really nice move. E5 here. Better than bishop f6. Because, yeah, okay. This is a big deal. Takes here. Okay, because I have this resource, right? E5, really nice move. Yeah, I'm losing. Wow, this guy was really good. This guy was really good. Okay, I will be right back. Right back. Don't go anywhere. Next round will start in a little bit. There's a break after round 4, right? Yeah, we're 2 and 2. 1 moment. what's up? Just hopping around, getting my balanced breakfast. We've had 3 blacks in Title Tuesday so far out of the 4 rounds. And none of them have been like the most exciting of openings. They've all been interesting games. But we got 2 like kind of queen pawn declined kind of situations. And 1 bush gas declined. Oops. Let's go here. Yeah, you guys didn't really get a chance to see this game so much on stream. I think it was pretty well done, all things considered. This was the first game of the stream. I played e6, right, bracing for our Great attack against the delay of London. But he just plays a call system, collie. And have I played this guy, like, literally? Yeah. I had almost the exact same game last Title Tuesday. Where we literally had the same game, except he would play bishop e2, and this time he played bishop c2. This game he played, so this was last week. I think you guys saw this game. And so I just taken advantage right out of the opening because he's just kind of playing very unambitiously. And we end up, launching some sort of attack here and just getting him. Whereas this time, let me just make sure I'm not going to lose the start. Oh. That's the next round, Tail Tuesday. Okay. Okay. So this one here, this was round 1 that I didn't go live for in time, but I barely played in time. So yeah, he plays an 85 before I can like stop that and then play f5, securing my own knight, which is what I want to do most. Take knight c5, bishop c2 is different than bishop e2, and it stops f6, queen h5, the bishop is there. So I jump out here. Engine wanted them to not block their f pawn, knight f3, and I go here. Now the knight's kind of frozen, and it sets up kind of a nice little setup for me of f6. Engine wanted to just like g5, g4, and just eat it, which I guess is possible. My idea was always like f6, and I was going to look for rook g8, bishop d6, castles, and then look at my bishops here, pointing really nicely with a very mobile pawn center to open up whichever diagonals I need. Coordinate with the rook here, queen's in a good spot, so everything's looking pretty nice. Knight d4, I mean, it's a good opportunity to actually trade queens, though, because bishop a6 is a nice follow on the pin. Knight d3, and I trade off for kind of their only good piece, that light square bishop. Now they're left with the dark square bishop. Okay, we gotta defend e6. Gotta defend e6 again here. But it's a very nice endgame for me. I mean, you can already see this is minus 2.7. Because, like, I mean, okay, white's position here is pretty bad. And we end up just cracking open this G line in this apparently a blunder. But, okay, there's a lot of pressure here on g4. Not sure what you're supposed to do about it instead. They take, which, what did I miss here? Oh, just rook g2 check. That's why it's so bad. Rook g2 check and wins the bishop somehow. Yeah, because they can't step back to e1 in any case because check will win the rook. So you're winning the bishop here. I didn't see that. I just took on f5, and I ended up just picking off that h-pawn, which I had plenty of resources to do. And okay, I mean, this bishop that never got out the whole game, I took it. Not that it even mattered because it wasn't doing anything, but then we just have a piece. That was that game. So that was actually a nice, well-played game here. Yeah, I mean, distance between me and that guy is like the distance between the GM and me, right? Like, just get outplayed. Just get outplayed. Okay, next round starting soon. I just want to make sure, like, I'm still in. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Next round starting soon. I mean, the other round we got lucky though. Of course. When we played well, outplayed them, then hung the queen. It just is like that. I mean, it can all hinge on one move. Well, particularly blitzes like that. What's up, Sloth? Got... Okay, wait, let's move the chat box, right, to here. We got the widget here. Where's our alert box? Yeah, it's there. So if you guys follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, it'll be like ding, 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 and it'll flash across the screen. Tomorrow, I leave for the World Open, which is big chess tournament. Really big chess tournament. The largest open money tournament in the world. I am excited. I'm not sure I'm in, like, top form, chess-wise. Certainly not, you know, left ankle-wise. But I'm just gonna go in there and do my best. It's fun. A lot of my friends will be there. And I go most years July 4th weekend. It's not that far for me in Philadelphia. Hard for me to get to, though. Alright, we're playing a National Master from Switzerland. See, it's like the Red Cross, except the cross is white. I like this move against c6. What I like to do, you guys have seen it before, I put the rook on e1 and then I end d5. We'll see if they let me. Typically, it only happens if they mess around over here, which a lot of them do. Oh, e6 to go e5 is not common. Okay, I mean, look, we got a lot of ideas here. f4 is playable. f4 to go f5, and then, yeah. What I like here, honestly, is like knight d5 and c3 and d4. Although I'm kind of talking myself out of it a little bit now. I mean, like, it's totally fine. It's nothing special. Because they can ignore it. Alright, let's go here. I kind of want to... What are you going to do? Are you going here? Or are you going here? I'm just there. I think I'll play f4. Yeah, no d5, no d5. What's up? You want this? I mean, I could stop it. Is it even worth my effort to stop it? Maybe not. Whoa. Interesting. Are you not castling that way? What if I go here now? Take. Hmm. Okay. Is 94 playable? No, absolutely not. Okay. What are you doing with your king? Center won't stay closed forever. I mean, I could do this if you're just gonna mess around like that. Do I take it and go knight d5? Is knight d5 overrated? No, I think this is good. I'll just do it. Do I want a little a4 action here? No, it makes it too easy to lock up. I'll just jump in, then see what's up here. I think about pawn takes. No. I mean, I didn't have to take unprovoked. I mean, I could have done like some other stuff. But okay. Oh wow. Okay. Really? I don't... Nothing's happening here. Mm-mm. In fact, you can even take that, and then I'll just use this square for my knight. Yeah, I want that spot. I want that spot for my knight, and then that spot for my bishop, and then maybe I'll just win this pawn. I understand, like, they didn't want to just, like, do a normal thing and let me get into my flow of stuff, but this is... They played it, like, pretty weird. Maybe just c3, d4, and I just crack it open. It's not so easy to just crack open, though. Like, we just need to be able to recapture my piece here and just not let me have d6 at any point. Yeah, like this, right? Okay, but let's just put a knight on e4. Let's just do this thing. And do I play h4 to win this pawn? Like, that's a nice little straightening out, but... Oh, okay, well, they beat me to that punch. Okay. Gotta defend d6. It should be annoying. I don't want to let them do all their stuff, though. Oh, so maybe I put my queen on e1, right? I gotta open this up somehow. Okay. Let's play it with c4, b4, a3. Oh, I just need to not let them go that way. Oh, they took it. Oh, no, wait. Don't run away over there. Give this, I take, and knight d6. Okay, f8. Is there anything wrong with that? Yum. That is actually an annoying piece. Believe it or not.
5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3,
Just want to go.
2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3,
That's so annoying.
2, 3,
But so helpful.
2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3,
It's so annoying.
2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3.
Wait, stop.
2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3.
I need to make
2,
progress.
3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4.
We finally did it. Whew, that was tough.
3, 2, 2, 3.
Ah, that was actually a tricky last move I had to find. If I didn't find that very last move,
4.
then I almost promoted, and then we just trade and I lose here. Okay, but I also could have just gone anywhere. Wow, what a game! Here I was scared I was gonna 50.
4.
I was scared I was gonna 50 because I wasn't making any progress here with these pawns. I mean, it's winning, but I wasn't making any progress. Dude, what a game! What a battle! How many moves was that? That was 89. 89 moves. 89 moves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I mean, we can have a look real quick. It was kind of interesting. Like I'm actually very surprised. Like, Sicilian player jumped up to E5, just wanted to lock it all down. Okay, I mean, everything I did here was pretty reasonable. Engine liked... Oh, wow, because next game started because we were one of the last ones. All right. That is Israel. Alright. Another Sicilian. Gotta come back to D3, that awkward square, and that's actually a good move because that generally obliges me to also move my bishop for the third time. It's funny I'm actually forgetting the move. Can I play E5? Why don't I even know the answer to that? E5 here, rook E1, tag. I mean, I probably can. Alright, so probably an en passant. En passant mandated by federal law. Bishop, knight. Knight? I have a nice little idea. Oh, if they went there, it's gonna go. Can I take it? Take knight b4. It's tough to get you out because you're in the way. I mean, like, I could just kind of do that, but... Okay, what if... I don't know. What are you gonna do? What was your plan? This? Okay, CD3 would be really awkward, but takes bishop, hits H2. It hits H2. Okay. He's playing it like it's theory, like it's really fast, so it kind of scares me a little bit. I mean, I could give it, but it's just too far from getting out, so... Alright, we're giving the pawn back. What do you have here? Bishop e5, yeah, I think that was necessary. And we are facing the same problem. Alright, you need to move. You need to move. On d4, and show a little bit of freedom. I mean, we also have the additional concern of a queen getting to the H line. He's gonna castle long. It's actually worked out kind of nicely for him. Should probably play c3 here to not lose that. Yeah, I mean, I like black's position, probably. Because it's like, yeah, I don't even know how I get the king. All these are clogged files. I don't, it's not that much better for black. I'm fine. Stop complaining. Yeah, let's go here and, like, win this pawn or something. The bishop's hanging now. Yeah, bishop e6. That square. We got some ideas. What are you going to do? You're going to bring it all the way to h3? I mean, yeah, I think that is what they're going to do. Boom. Okay, yeah, move that. Now I'll come here. What are you going to do? Bishop d5? Do it. I want to take here. Yeah, but it's not really working now, is it? I need to combine them.
Five.
Just gotta give it a shot. He doesn't have to take this one, is the thing. I need to distract the queen and then...
4, 3, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2.
Like that. Don't say we don't go for it. I want this. Need a file.
1, 2.
Well, you can just kind of go hg2, right? Well, no, if he goes hg2, then I can go queen a8, trade on b8. And takes e6. Okay. I mean,
3.
I'm sure I'm losing here.
2, 1, 2.
Oh, wait, that was actually
1.
really smart. Yeah, I was just gonna get mated if I didn't trade queens. I was just gonna get mated here. I was just gonna get mated. Okay, oh well. No. Shoot. I see a message in Spanish. I'm actually so curious that I'm going to copy and paste it into Google Translate. What did you say? If you pull 7 down plus 5 to the left and protect the king, you will win. 7 down and 5 to the left. It's actually so funny. I've never heard chess spoken in that way. 7 down, 5 to the left. 7 down, 5 to the left. It's a pretty long distance to go. I don't know what piece can... But that's that... Yeah, how do you get from that square to that square? But I like it. Okay, nice c3. So what happened here? Is e5 a good move? It is a good move. e5... But okay, we just sort of transposed into what this would be anyway. Right here, here, here. Take, knight 4, queen c7. Okay, takes was a bad idea. Because knight e5, I missed this move. I mean, he knew all this theory, of course. Like, he wouldn't have blitzed this out. Just giving a pawn like that if you didn't know it. c3 is the best move. So just preparing to like move it and move it. So let's say knight f6. Oh, because now I can take the pawn. And now before, with this pawn defended, so this defends, this defends. Okay, but there's actually some theory here where black gives that pawn. It's kind of interesting. I needed to give my rook. Takes and just knight b3. So I should have given my rook. Yeah, because I guess, okay, like, yeah, the bishop doesn't get out right away, but, you know, like, just need to move some guys, and then I have a bishop, a dark square bishop, and a center pawn for the rook, so it's some decent compensation. The game, yeah, this is not the best position. It's actually totally fine. I just had a huge time disadvantage, like, down like 2 minutes on the clock, because I'm, like, wasting time, and he knew the theory. I mean, h5, h4, h3 is just a very straightforward idea to have in Blitz, but this is, like, I'm playing well here, and now it's plus 1.2 here as we go after him. Best idea was just b4, b5. I was trying to, like, I got so caught up with, like, some sacrifices here. Oh, it did work. What? How did this work? Takes here. What's the move? d5? Why is that even good? What is the point? Oh, d5 literally just to set up bishop f4. Literally just for that defense. That's the main idea. And if you don't have it... Oh, and so there's two ideas. It's rook e4, rook c4, and bishop f4. That's so nice. That's so nice. Knight a6, take. If king b8, then we go c4. And then I guess, like, the rook can come here. Yeah, because the pawns are, like, in the way of me a little bit. But d5 is actually such a nice move. Sets up this, or this, and bishop f4. See, I should have found that, but instead I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So king g1 is actually the next best move, because h3 is coming. Again, it's a good idea. I don't see it. But I know I need to do something. I had this, my spidey senses were tingling that there was a sacrifice, but I just got it totally wrong, because takes, they don't have to take this as well. They don't have to take this as well. After this point, I have, like, at least a draw. Okay, I have only a draw here. But, no, they took the one bishop, but they don't have to take the other one. And they correctly defend here. Here, actually, they find a series of only moves. So bishop c6 is correct. Okay, so they can go h3. This was very well done on their part, because takes first, and now hg2 sets up a situation where queen h2 is going to be mate, and I have to trade queens, and then they're just up a piece. So, okay, nicely done by them. Nicely done by them. Ilay Zakin. He was actually, I was much higher rated then, but this guy played well. Knew the opening. I didn't know the opening. Alright, next game against the CM from Poland. I knew that. 3's 5. Okay. How do we want to set up here? Maybe e5? Okay. Just really wants a King's Indian attack. Well, now we got like a kind of something out of a symmetrical English a little bit. Okay, very symmetrical English. Except my knight's on e7, theirs on f3. Which is a plus for William. It is a plus. Let's play f5. Maybe f4 would be good. Can they take it? Maybe. Honestly, if I were white, I would take it. I would take it. Okay, they do. They do. I can't give them that square as well. I do need g takes. I think I need g takes. Yeah, let's go with g takes. The thing is, if they hit me with f4 as well, without like e4 as a response, then that would be like quite good for them. But that's not a good move. There's nothing the rook's doing there. This was a good decision because it freed the bishop. G5, set up like knight d5 or something. All right, let's go with. Well, I want that, but knight b5 is actually really annoying hitting here and here. But I mean, I do want that. Okay, got a lot of options. I mean, I could even like play h6, just put some there. It's kind of interesting, actually. Like it's not like I created a weakness. I put you there. I mean, f4 is easy to play, and knight g6 if I untangle. Yeah, knight g6 if I untangle is actually really annoying for you, isn't it? Like, let's say, I mean, this isn't even like the best move, but I just have a very clear idea, which is this. It should be really annoying. I mean, I wanted queen e8, but there was knight b5, which is actually so frustrating to guard this. Yeah, queen e8 and that little route is a favorite of mine. Okay, well, queen takes e7 gives that with tempo. I mean, it does get out of the way of stuff. Okay, but let's just go knight takes. I don't give that. Yeah, I mean, of stuff, meaning the bishop. Okay, I mean, I could go f4, but then it kind of restricts me a little bit. Bishop f6 just asks you to go right back, but there's queen h5. Is queen h5. Again, queen e8, I have the same stupid knight b5 problem. This would be a good moment to have knight g6 if I had this. Alright, what we're going to do actually probably is f4. Yeah. Alright, whatever. You only have one knight. It can't come to all three of these squares. What's the harm of one more good square? I was thinking about this. Oh, man. Okay, I don't really have knight f5. It's actually quite annoying. It's actually hard to find the move I wanted there. Might have created too many weaknesses. Not happy about how I played this or how I spent my time, actually. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
5, 4, 5.
Push 5. This should be okay. Or queen g4. Bishop d5. Just
4, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3.
they might have had better, but honestly, it wasn't easy to find. You take this bishop, it's not good.
2, 1, 2.
I wanted to go here, but this was hanging. Forgot about that. I can't allow that.
1.
Oh. No! Ah, what? Didn't go through in time? I just finally got this to a decent position. Oh, man. It didn't go through in time. My accuracy was good. This wasn't a good move because of e takes f5. And actually, yeah, makes sense. I did get a number of problems here. I can't really do it yet. How do I prepare it? Is kind of what I want to know. Like, let's say they just go here. It's playable now. It's okay now. E takes was a good choice. It's fine. Everything was fine here. Just supposed to go here, here, and then here. I mean, that makes sense, honestly. I went like this. This was a smart choice, taking e7, knight h4, They got this jumping in. It's never like losing. Everything's fine. Yeah, I mean, this is finally like a playable position I was taking. I was going to play bishop here. I was going to bring the rook across. Damn. Okay. Poor time management there. Poor time management there. We'll get him next time. We'll get him next time. Tonight's Brewers Mets game has been postponed. Because of rain. Well, I guess I'll be streaming for y'all instead of watching that. I'll probably keep streaming after Tell Tuesday. Gotta get some chess in before World Open. Gotta be playing better than this. I have PT, physical therapy for my ankle, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week because I leave Wednesday afternoon. And I get 3 a week via insurance. So, you know, I always want to hit that. Yeah, maximum 3 a week. How is the healing going? Good, you know, I mean, like, you know, all things considered, I'm not in pain anymore. I've stopped taking my meds for that, painkillers. I am able to put a little bit of weight on it, but that does not mean I can walk on it. That just means like with crutches, like I can still touch the foot to the ground, and we're doing like, you know, exercises where I'm putting some weight on it. Definitely lost some muscle mass throughout this, like a little bit. I mean, that's fine. I can put it back on. But like, you know, like left leg is looking more and more like the right leg a little bit after like a dramatic difference a few weeks ago in like calf and quad muscle size. But as for the foot itself, yeah, it's not in pain, and like maybe in a week I could ditch the crutches. That would be like awesome considering I had surgery less than a month ago. Like that would be like and like, you know, I was done surgery, so like that would be like a great timeline. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm doing my best, trying to work on cardio and like the other muscle groups and everything. But yeah, you know, we're still doing stuff. I've gotten very good on the crutches. Gotten very good at hopping. I'm very fortunate that my job is totally remote and that I am a chess player and a chess streamer. These are all things I can do with an ankle injury, you know, like it's otherwise like pretty restrictive on your life. It's hard to get around. Yeah, do my best. Thank you so much. I will definitely do my best at the World Open. And maybe I'll make some game recaps. Maybe I'll make some game recaps of them. Hi, I want to play chess. From where can I start? Great question. Great desire. You can go to leechess.org. This is, I guess, what I would recommend. And go to the tutorial. Chess Basics. It used to be called tutorial, yeah? Chess Basics. Yeah, here. And interactive stuff. Like I don't know from where you're starting, but if you don't know how the pieces move, or even if you're less than 110% about how the pieces move, like sometimes you're like, oh, I forgot like the knight could do that, whatever. Start here as interactive, and then takes you through some basic fundamentals and strategy, and like, yeah, I would start here, and then yeah, start doing tactics and start playing online. Did I recap that 45-second versus 3-minute game yet? I published that YouTube video. I published that video. accidentally gave the GM an insane handicap. I'm surprised this didn't get more views, because this is awesome. Yeah, 45 seconds versus 3 minutes against the GM from a week ago, titled Tuesday. This was a fun one, and also, you know, fun opening that we got in that game. So, yeah, check that out. That's what it's called. Accidentally gave the GM an insane handicap. Next game. Playing an FM from France. Also, can you address how playing chess can help to make informed decisions? Yeah, like in life. I think it's great. I think it gives you a lot, helps problem solving and various other cognitive skills, creative thinking, work ethic, you know, working around things. I mean, I could talk more about that after this game. I gotta take this kind of seriously against an FM in Title Tuesday. I'm trying to fight against d4 a little bit. I mean, I could play... No, I don't want to open that up onto my king. I mean, right now, I would just take it 3 times, and it's just a free pawn. So, your setup's a little funky. I mean, like, knight c2, d4... Like, I could... So, I have f5 or d5, and honestly, I kind of like them both. The thing about d5 is I can't go queen takes, right? Because knight e5 is possible, hitting my queen. I could go knight takes d5. I assume that's kind of what they want, then they'll play like d3 and knight c4. I mean, that's a good setup, though. f5 is the other option. If they take it, what am I going to do? Am I going to go like g takes? We're getting this set up again. Takes, knight takes. I mean, yeah, they play like d3. I'll put my bishop on e6. Alright, we should just make a decision here. Let's go with f5. I mean, d6 was kind of interesting to prepare f5 maybe a little bit. They just played d3. And, I mean, I probably want like f4. But maybe not quite yet. So there's no d4 coming. I probably spent too long on that. Alright. The second straight game, actually, that I've used to set up similar to this. I like this. I just go e5 and 87, and it controls some squares pretty nicely. And keeps it flexible with this. So what do I want? Maybe f4 and then push? Depends kind of what they do a little bit. If they come here, I mean, I'm probably going to do this. Is there a reason I shouldn't? Well, I guess there's like queen b3 check at some moment. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know. Here. It's not like I wanted to open the D line for them, even though I like the F line for me. I expect like a4 maybe to stop e5. I mean, that's fine. I'll just proceed over here. So let's say a4. I'll probably just develop right to g4. Let's say h3 there. Oh, really? Can I just take this pawn? Okay. Yeah, let's start out with this. This is surprising. I mean, I was like aware of this idea, but I didn't think it was super playable. Yeah, I mean, it should just be a pawn, I think. What is this? I mean, I can play d5. I can take it. I can play bishop e... No, I can't. Okay, I'm not playing d5, because then I give you an knight d6. No, knight d6 isn't even good. Okay. I guess I can do this. Right, takes, this is check. thinking about CD4, but Queen of Fate is a good move, probably. How many? What's the pawn count? 3, 6, 7 to 5 at this instant. I'll just recapture with C. Really? Okay. This here. Rook F2 might have not been as good as I thought. Maybe it is. I mean, I want that too. B7. That. Expecting to give check. I mean, if they move the rook. I don't know actually. What if just rook E8? What am I doing there? They can actually do that. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Five, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 2, 3, 2, 3,
King 7.
2, 3,
Nice.
4,
Whew.
3, 4, 5, 4, 5.
Take it. Stressful. Okay. Okay, GG. Wow. Wild ride. Those are fun, you know, you get their heart racing and everything. Okay, we played this guy. What was going on? Engine didn't like this. I mean, it's fine. You're here. No, I mean, okay, this should be a good setup for me, because, like, okay, they can't really go d4. I mean, just take, right? It's just a free pawn. I just attack it too many times. And that's kind of what they wanted here. Engine wanted d5. Okay, takes, and just no takes. And like this setup here. Just rook e8, h6 to keep this out. Okay. I went with f5. I wasn't a big fan, but then I got my big chance to go f4, and it was good. This was interesting. They opened it up. This was wild. Yeah, I mean, their idea, right, so it was this, and now they got, like, a lot open and queen b3 stuff going. So it's actually very important. You can see the gap between d5 and d takes e5, right? One's minus 1.2, one's plus 0.6. So d5 was important, because they jump in here. Oh, it didn't even like that move. That's crazy, it didn't even like that move. Best move was bishop g4, and it's just like, okay, you can stay here, you can take b7 if you feel like it, but I'm gonna pick off the e5 pawn owing to this pin, right? So let's say takes, just here, back, yum, pin, hit. So that actually was the way to go. I took best for white, okay, just like this, right? I guess that makes sense. And here, I'm up one pawn, but they got a lot of comp. So, take, I have this with check, and we're in business a little bit. Yeah, the pin would be brutal if not for the fact that I could break it. but that trade is a little awkward for me because this starts to hang. But we're up a pawn here. Queen f6, actually, I thought this, like, c4 I would play just to stay up a pawn solidly and not allow all that to open up, because my king is a little bit exposed relative to theirs. But I thought I could just throw in queen f6, like, I'm hitting here and here, right? And then I can make a decision about whether I want to take it or push. But this was a smart choice, because now I go for rook takes f2. It's not nearly as good as I think it is, because, like, I lead with the rook there. It actually takes me, like, a few moves to set up something big, whereas my king's, like, kind of exposed. So, yeah, apparently they could have just munched here. They jump in here, but then queen takes b2 actually works out pretty nicely. This was not the move. Best move was rook f5. Yeah, queen guards this whole diagonal, which is nice. Here, rook e8 wasn't a big deal. Just take. I mean, if it's winning, it's winning. It's just check, and you just run out of checks, and then you get mated. So, I mean, not that easy to spot, because it looks a little scary, but the king can be safe on h6 with pawns there. In the game here... And then this was a good choice by them to give their queen for the rooks, but it's harder to play with the rooks here than the queen, in my opinion. Just in general, blitzing out, because queen's just an easy piece to just move around, give checks with if you want, whereas the rooks, like, you gotta coordinate them and everything. Anyway, I give a lot of checks here, because they're threatening infinite checks here, and I don't want to draw. So I chase the king to h3, so like, this is what I wanted, because now I can come to f5 without dealing with more, and so it's a little harder for them. Like, yes, it should still be drawn, but now it gets harder to draw the game if you're white. And so finally here, right, they just, like, slip up, and that's what I'm saying about the queen. Like, yeah, like, there's just this check here, and now I'm winning it, either with check here winning the rook, or check here winning the rook, or if king h2, maybe, oh yeah, check here winning that rook, right? So, like, yeah, like that can just happen, like, you just go to the wrong square, and then there's just a series of checks to pick off the rook, and you see, I do that with the other rook as well. It's actually, like, a pretty nice game there. I mean, we just won that in the blitz out. Alright. We got the next game coming up. Thank you. Yeah, nice tactic to pick up. Let's try to be a slightly better than average total player. Okay. 4 out of 8. If we get to... Yeah, I mean, we want to be a better than average total player, right? Who's leading right now? Someone with 7.5 out of 8. I don't even know who that is. Yagiz Khan or Dogmas. If that's not ever the most Turkish name I've ever seen. Well, he's in clear first with 7.5. Magnus, Hans, Shankland. 7. Was there a game I meant to analyze that I didn't get a chance to? Was it this one? Oh, we were analyzing this one, right? No, we were in the middle of it. Oh yeah, July 1st is today, which is my second favorite holiday. Today is Canada Day, where the Canadians hard-fought independence. I'm kidding. It was very amicable independence. But 3 days before, the neighbor to the south celebrates their independence. Okay, so here... 5b5, g5. I mean, like, it's like a pretty straightforward idea, honestly. Like, that's the hole in their position. I want to take that outpost, so trade off that knight and take the outpost. The engine does like this idea, though, of just going here. Like, because this trade's okay, because I take that outpost. And that's eventually what happened in the game, right? It's pretty interesting. Let's say, knight d4. It wants me to take... It likes this idea... This is the thing about the engine. It doesn't, like, necessarily have such consistent plans. But I think the point of h4 is to win this. If I'm trying to translate this into English... No. Maybe that's not even true. So... let's just say knight b8. What is the point? It wants like c4, let's say b4, and then to chip away at this. If nothing, then it likes this. Okay, but then it does want the square. So the point of c4 is so that the knight can take this square without losing this pawn. So the knight coming to d5 is interesting because that looks like that's the hole, and you wouldn't want to put a pawn there. But pawn takes actually opens up that nice square, and that is sort of similar to what ended up happening in this game. Yeah, g takes was a strange decision. But the knight comes into d5. Okay, king h2. Yeah, so they trade here. My knight takes... So they play h4, so they're not going to lose that pawn, right? Owing to bishop f3 or anything. But yeah, I mean, this bishop is terrible, but it ends up finding some freedom. Jumps in here. Oh, I missed this nice idea. g5 takes and f6. I mean, you know, just kind of makes sure that bishop doesn't have any freedom. Like, my queen comes to g4, so they can't even lose that pawn. And that's just like the most glorious knight you've ever seen, and very tough to move around here if you're black. So c4, okay, take, bishop h6, queen e1, hitting h4, but then I also use, oh, game started, because I muted the tab. Okay, game started. They were playing a WGM from the US. We spotted her only 38 seconds. So much less than I spotted the GM. Alright, knight c6 and g6. Let's do it with bishop b5. Bishop c4 also very playable. I do that too. I think bishop d7 was needed, because what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take it. And push d3. Because now, so we got these doubled pawns, and I actually had a game earlier on Tale of Tuesday where I played against these double pawns. Okay, I think they want d5. Should I try to stop it? No, that's fine. You can play d5. Could try to stop it. I could. It's interesting, actually. Yeah, what if I do this? What if I do this? So knight a4, we're going to take this very interesting idea. Fighting against your queenside stuff, and now just this. Just like this. Is this crazy? Now this is going to be a huge problem for you. There's no c4, there's no d5, there's no counterplay hitting b2, there's no a5, a4, you're not dislodging this knight. You're just going to think about this. So yes, you set up very well against like this idea of f5, and I could have tried to like force that issue, you know, and just like went all out there, but just played like this, and now I can play e5 kind of at some moment and grab that. So, yeah, that's kind of my idea. Just play king h1. So that c5 becomes, like, kind of takeable. What are you going to do about this? I might play e5 and just try to win that pawn. Very tough to move around now because of that doubled pawn. It's kind of brutal. So I could play rook b1 to support b3, but I kind of want to just break up the pin with an e5. Not that I don't have the time to do this. e5, I mean, win this pawn. This is very, like, I want to press, you know? Weak pawns, weak squares. It's hard to do something for black. My last opponent ended up having to go, like, rook b4 and just losing the rook there. But they had already pushed the pawn to a5. This person has done it a little bit better. If you're black, honestly, I might want to do that. But the bishop has nowhere useful to go. Like, you go bishop a6. Typically, that's a good idea because you can, like, support c4, but not right now. This has been a very nice idea. So h6. I could even just go bishop d2 here, queen e1 or something like this. All right, let's just play solid quick moves here, rook b1 and b3. They're just kind of moving around. This pawn is toast. It is toast, toast, toast. Doubled pawns, brutal. I took that when I got the chance. So I was saying about bishop d7. If this were on b6, okay, totally different conversation. I mean, the knight can't even be here. Like a6, b5 would trap my knight. But this is actually a brutal outpost. It just stays sniping c5 forever. And when I feel like it, I will play e5. And then play bishop a3 or something. I'll just snatch him right off the board. So they play here, and now I think is the perfect time to play e5, if I do say so myself. I have a lot of opportunities, but right when knight f5 is off the table, and right when they probably presumably wanted to do that. Yeah, can hit d3. This bishop does nothing. I mean, wow, like, what a terrible piece. This bishop's now getting jammed in. Because of, like these doubled pawns, man. And I played king h1, so this is very easy to take without dealing with any nonsense. So now they come back knight e7. They want that square. But, I mean, I'm just going to probably take it, and bishop a3, or bishop e3. Even better. Yeah, take. Bishop a3 is good, bishop e3 is good. Bishop e3, there's bishop d4. I mean, not that bishop d4 is so appealing of a move. Okay, let's go here. So I do give them f4 a little bit. But... how are we going to take it with the bishop? Because the knight's hanging. I think this is uncomfortable as well. You have to give up your bishop.
5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4,
Should just win this.
3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3,
It's trapped.
2, 1, 2, 2, 3.
Yeah, we did this well. Nice. GG. And we did the blitz out okay there, too. That's actually was maybe a really, really nice game, and I think we played two pretty nice games, showing the extreme importance of these doubled c-pawns, actually. Just by sticking that knight on a4, stopping them from advancing, and just pressuring c5. And it was so brutal to move around, even against a very, very good player. Two very, very good players this Title Tuesday. So I think pretty well done there. What was our review score? Review? I don't even know. Okay. e4, c5. I guess we'll reveal at the end. But in this line, I think you need bishop d7. I think, honestly, you need bishop d7 because or else these pawns get doubled. And it can be really, really brutal. This is not a fun pawn structure. Because what? So this is exactly what happens. I play d3. We play e6, right? So e6 is a good setup. And apparently I had e5 right now. What if d5? Just b3 to lock it here. And then eventually like some knight a4 and c4 action. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like a French structure. And in the French, like, this is your good bishop and you don't fianchetto it. You absolutely do not fianchetto it. It just it becomes a bad bishop, right? It just runs into enough. Trade it off. You might be having a very different conversation. But otherwise, no, not fun. Let's move c4. Just take. And then comes into e4. So, in the game, e6 played, castles, and 87, right? So that's a good setup against f5, right? And f5 is my idea here to attack, but it's not the only idea. And so we jump into this really smooth idea, knight a4. They actually had one good move here, which is c4, just giving this pawn. Straight up just giving the pawn. Bishop a6, hitting this, maybe playing like d5 with the pin, right? So freeing their pieces a little bit. Okay, well, that's not... Oh, I can't play b3. But, you know, that was what they need to do. They lost that one opportunity. Now I play c4. I lock that down forever. And the pawn becomes just, like, really weak. Like, there's just nothing to do here. There's just nothing to do. More about this later. Talk more about this later. Was that Bosnia-Herzegovina? Oh, what a pull. That is Bosnia and Herzegovina. Like, any f4 and king's pawns. Do I go bishop g4 right now? Yeah, let's go bishop g4 right now. But yeah, I play e5. Maybe playing this with h3. I would like to play knight d4 right away. I am pinned. I don't really... Yeah, I have to take it. Okay. Because can I play this first? Alright, let's just castle. Let's just castle. It's fine. I want to go here. It's good. It's good. It's good. I like the setup. I do. So they take it. Knight takes. I mean, that's why I went knight here. Options here. We've got a few options. Let me think about this. I think... I have so many options. Between checks and knight d4s and takes and f5s. This is an important moment in the game, because if I do nothing, they're going to castle and they're going to be fine. If they achieve f5, they're going to be fine. I think I want this. Do I want it right now, though? Honestly... Yeah, I think... What if I just play this right now? Now, I just want to make it such that your next move can't really just be castles, right? And it can't, because I'm going to take e4, then just take e3, and then just win this pawn. Okay, you go that way. That makes some degree of sense, yeah. Right, because the rook helps. So, if I go takes into bishop c5, dc5... No, but I... No, you have queen takes. How do I win something? How do I win something? I don't think I can. It's kind of annoying. Take this, right? And then... I was thinking about this move. dc5, queen f4. Position's good for me either way, but I like this. Okay, spending too much time. Let's just play. Let's just play. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's okay for them. This, though, is nice. We can... I have a few good options, but this is one of them, and even just this. Knight takes d4. Because then the pressure on c2 becomes annoying. You gotta defend that kind of awkwardly. Rook c1 is forced. I think, unless you want to get cute with it. Yeah, so they try to get cute with it. b6, c3... Alright, let's just be solid with it. I'd have... Okay, let's go check a knight f4. Try to keep the pressure on. Rook d1, rook d8. Not obvious how to defend this. You might have to go d4. Then I wanted to just go here and here. Also rook d8, good. Let's go rook d8. Pinned. King f3. What's going on there? Oh, that's smart. And I have knight d4. Okay, but let's be so much faster. Alright, we've actually played well, but taken way too long to play well. Yeah, d5, knight d4 is good. Very, very solid extra pawn now. Yeah, we actually really did outplay them. We got them. I mean, I would pre-move this, but rook takes d4 is technically possible. Okay. Them in the knight pawn endgame. It's hard for them to do anything else. My pieces are very nice. I think we should send them though.
5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4.
I should have done CB and A4. This one's okay, but the other one would have been better.
3,
Let's even take it. I had C4, but let's just... Why not 2? Why not have 2? Why not have 2? Knight A5, knight C4? Yeah. Knight C5 also good. It's certainly winning. It's certainly winning. Just the question is, do I have enough time to do it?
2, 3.
That was so dumb. I just lost that.
2, 3.
I decided on my move before I even saw their move.
2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
It's dumb how I lost my pawn.
2.
Makes it a little easier
3.
for me.
2, 3, 2, 3,
Probably would have been a
2,
good idea.
3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4,
Let's get out of here.
3, 2, 2, 2.
Are we making progress? I need to set up a
3,
block.
2, 1, 2.
Oh no! Oh my god. Oh my god. So dumb.
3.
Ah! I even had to... No, it was probably actually drawn. It was probably actually drawn. Ah, it's annoying. Yeah. I think we did everything kind of right here. What could I have done better? F5 was... This is a little bit better. It says take, make d4. If castles, what's the point? Oh, just attack? Castle short was smart, so the rook defends. So, okay, this was kind of the best I could do. Endgame should be equal, but we ended up playing really well, because these are hits. G3 is not possible, so the knight does a lot of annoying things from here. And we took advantage of that mistake. They had one move to keep it equal, which is this, giving this pawn. Oh, because the knight gets trapped. So, king f3, but it gives this with check. So now I win the d5 pawn. And this should have just been winning. I mean, this was pretty well done, all things considered. I mean, that's just kind of inexcusable. I just decided I was going to go there before I even saw. Like, if I just don't lose Rook d5 just ends the game. Because rook d2 check is coming, and okay, rook trade here, and this is just killing. Okay, I lost this. Oh, I thought that was the last round. Okay, one more round. We have 5 out of 10 entitled Tuesday. This is for a plus score to be an above average titled player. Can we get our first real gambit? Our first gambit glasses of titled Tuesday? They've all been declined. If he tries to decline this one, the Goring gambit, very difficult to decline. It's a resting forest. And everybody else. So knight f6 and 84, that's a pretty good way to play against this. Okay, this is an interesting... Are you going to take it? So, I've had this a couple times. We're down the pawn. We're down the pawn. However... Okay, something like... Here, like rook b1, so the bishop is hard to bring out. Here, bishop c2. Okay, let's just play h3 to keep this out of g4. So, we're down a pawn, but I like our compensation a little bit. I mean, it's a good way to play against it. Like, there's nothing so wrong with black's position here. What I'm going to try to do is maybe something like this. Hit h7. Maybe like f4, f5. I just don't want an easy spot for that bishop. I'm playing against that a lot. Just go here, rook e1. Because, okay, I could go bishop c2 in here. I think kind of just g6 is okay. So they put that there. And yeah, their next move's gonna be queen d7. If I don't do anything. Alright, let's go here, knight d4. Let's go knight d4. So they gotta take it. I don't know if this was the absolute best way to go. But I want f4, f5 very, very much. Can they play f5 right now? That would actually not be good. No, I don't think so. Because takes, you need rook takes or else you lose that bishop. And then I have bishop g5. Right, so the rook is hit there. So queen d7 to try to play bishop f5. I'm going to say no. I also have this. But okay, honestly, just g6. It's not so easy. So queen c2 hitting this. It's a good step. It's actually not an obvious decision. If they play f5, I would go up with pawn and take it. So they do go with g6. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Bishop f5 is not really on the table because I could take it and then eat c7. What I want to achieve, because they're going to want to do something like this, right? Bishop h6 and rook c1. See, my rook kind of misplaced, honestly, right? It's part of the problem. Need a better idea. It's too much time. Okay, we gotta go for this. And g4. I'm gonna go here, I could go here. I mean, this is what I was calculating. Sacrifice I don't think is any good because the queen can come across. They went here, really, right, trying to guard c7 for bishop f5 was their idea. But if I just roll them over, so what if they play f5? take, bishop takes, e6, or ef6, bishop f6, f5. Bishop takes e6. There, okay, rook f4. No, they're definitely playing f5. Can I trap you? But I can't ever attack it. That's kind of the thing. Yeah, I don't know what piece could ever attack it. So f5, okay, we're just going to take it. Bishop f6 and play f5. That's my only way through. It is the only way through. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay. Alright, well, we're going politics. We need to get them quick. Like, bishop e2, maybe. I like that. Something with, like, check. Oh, no, but I give rook g8 as an option. Give rook g8 as an option. Set the pin.
5, 4, 3, 4,
No, so dumb.
3, 2, 1, 5,
I wanted f6 without losing this. Definitely had something better. Because then, as soon as I gave the check, then the rook's coming to g8, and that's a problem. Oh well. Oh well. d4. The best idea here is rook b5. It's actually not something I was even aware of, but yeah, I'm threatening rook takes d5 and take on h7. So it's actually really nice. I didn't know that. Okay, h3. Not the best. We go after him, and this is starting to look pretty good. In fact, this should be winning if I find queen d2. Why? Queen d2. So that I can go here and here. This was completely winning if I go takes, check, and now hit this. I did it in the wrong order because I do something similar. Yeah, I just need to go trade and then queen f2 to attack d4. I go queen f2 first. It's a little too cute, but they're able to just get out of this by take and push. So I just needed to like make that trade first, and then so guarantee him coming here. And okay, I mean I do it wrong. It made all the difference. Okay, tough. What's the best way to practice time management? Great question. You're asking me. You're asking me. I mean, honestly, if it's not a critical decision, like if the gap between the best move and the second best move is not going to be that much, like you're just choosing, like, should I bring this rook out or this rook out? Should I choose a square? Whatever. Like, if you're spending too much time, then just, like, you know, 5% of your clock, you want to reserve time for, like, when the gap between the best move and the second best move is very large. Like, here was bad because, like, the decision here about whether to take and then queen f2 or queen f2 first, like, that was the difference between a winning and a losing position, but I had 12 seconds to make that decision. 12 seconds on my clock, right? Whereas I just should have, you know, it's a much higher stakes decision. I didn't have the time, whereas I spent time on lower stakes decisions. So that's what I would tell you is just, like, if the move value is high, like gap between the best move and second best move, that's when you need to recognize that that's a situation where the move value is high, and then spend the time there. You know, it makes sense to me. Spend time on important decisions, right? All right. Well, a few people tied for first with 9.5. All right, good stuff. I am exhausted right now, but thanks so much for watching. I might even go live later tonight. So stay tuned. Join the Discord there on the link tree where you can also find the full opening repertoire. And yeah, hopefully I'll see y'all again before I head for the World Open. But yeah, the Discord's here, and you can find the full opening repertoire all for free.